Hello everyone, welcome back to a new LOL cast. I am Link335 and I will be your host. Now, let's take a look at our champions. As our top ADC will be Lord Conti as Caitlyn. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Corki, and he might be going top and he will be played by Feigned. Then we have Dr. Mundo from Quick Dash, played by Quick Dash. Nunu by Dashel. And then the support is Iron Solari Leona by Sylvinti Zhao. Down in the middle will be Godfizz North America, played by Zyra. Their ADC will be played by Graves as Ryzao. Their support will be Sona, played by Advara Kravata Bam. And then Malphite will be top, played by... Let's see if we can actually find his name. Played by Dekusugikun. And then their jungler will be played by Nautilus, and his name is Poopy. It seems not a lot has happened in this game yet. Still 0-0, 627 into it. Ooh, there's first blood by Malphite. Then just pretty much evens up the game a little bit. Nothing really out of the ordinary. I guess blue team is getting better creep. Looks like their jungler was trying to help a little bit. And it seems that Corki did a pretty good mid. Ooh, he almost died right there. Zara couldn't be very aggressive and bullying her lane. Though the 3 bottom is really causing problems for Sana and then Caitlyn. Actually, Graves. Sorry, my bad. Looks like Nunu is going to try to steal their blue, but he's going to be a little sad. Oh, it just popped up. Lucky for him, he must have had that timing down pretty well. Here's their jungler. Now, Nautilus is all the way down here trying to gank. Does he have his cool? Is it on cooldown? It was on cooldown. Unfortunate. Why, Leona? Why? In any event, Nunu has Nautilus's blue. And they're kind of gonna go around for another gank. Interesting. They're gonna wait for a creep push. Anything interesting going up top? No, just these little trade-offs going on top. And then here's the gank. Nautilus taking the tower. Sana ult. And ooh. That was a good ult to save Caitlyn. Oh, she does have a lot, and she does pick one off, but she also dies in the process. Leona's back, finally. Enough to chase Nautilus. He should have just continued running, but he thought he could try to dupe him in the brush, as Sona has the tower do a lot of damage for her. Let's see how Malphite and Mundo are going. Not too bad. Malphite is bruising a little bit. He has a natural passive that allows him to regen shields after a while. That's based off his health. If he doesn't take damage for 10 seconds, the shield renews. Malphite can be a really bruisey type character and normally are banned when they are in Champion Select. Well, not so much anymore, as I played several games and I don't see it as often. I mainly see Thresh and Amumu. Raze is just farming up. Let's take a look at the overall farm for these ADCs. Graves is at 70 creep and 2 kills, while Caitlyn is at 65 creep and 1 kill. Both have a death, and so it would put Graves farther ahead. Yeah, the 3.4k versus Caitlyn's 2.7. They must have gotten a dragon or something. Or Caitlyn's kill had just had more, it was on a streak or something, and she had was able to get a little bit more. Oh, never mind, it's 2.8. That makes more sense. Sorry. Yeah, reading numbers and while casting, doing math while casting, never a good idea. Zyra was a little late with that. We just sort of stood there and let the Nautilus just attack her, which was kind of funny. Nice pick up by Corki. And then going back to farming. Especially with that blue, I'll make him be able to farm so much easier. Is Corki coming back? Yes, he is. But Malphite is just destroying Corki. Oh, and forces the flash away. Almost got a double kill. That's a really cool Malphite skin too. But Window is just free farming up top. Bottom is just trading off some posts. Nothing too serious. Sauna, let's see what she's building. She's a sight stone. Those things are amazing. I think they're a little too overpowered, but it sort of ended up becoming necessary for the game, and as a natural progression of the game to get us to put in a thing like Sightstone and Ruby Sightstone. Support for just wasting too much gold on building wards that it just, they needed to do something, so they put that in. I get it. Do I particularly like it? Yes and no. I wish they reduce the amount of wards that they place down, because 4 wards in a lane like this lasts you as long as you need to before you go back. It's just you don't really need to go back to replenish those wards. It just sort of happens through the natural progression of the game. Even late game it's like that as well, so if they just reduce the amount of wards, make it more, you have to decide when to go back or not. Would be useful. Well, that would be a better, in my opinion. But that's just my ramblings on the whole idea. Corki is just trying to trade a little bit with Zyra. His blue is gone because Malphite killed him and took it. If he still has it. Now he's gonna hunt down Window. Not so much. Didn't do as much damage as I thought he would, but it was that. Yeah. His damage is based off of magic. Malphite's basic attack hits units near his target for 30% of his attack damage. Malphite's armor and damage increases by 20%. You can build him 80, I suppose. Slams the ground. That's 37 plus 1 magic damage, reducing their attack. What's that mean? What's that 37 coming from? Armor. Okay. That's based off his armor. Wow, building really tanky AD on Malphite is pretty strong. I might have to look into having some fun with that. So let's see what's going down here. Corki's trying to guide Zyra. His ultimate is rather interesting. Yeah, he fires a missile that will collide with the first enemy, dealing magic damage and physical damage. He creates a missile every 9.2 seconds and can have up to 7. and every third one will do an extra 50% damage. So, of course, he can have a lot of presence in fights like that, especially if he sets it up so that he gets 3 big ones. By having his first missile be a big one, and then the 4th and 7th be big ones. Oh, Nunu and Corki could... Perhaps Zyra... Ooh, miss. But Nunu manages to land his slow. Ice Blast. Nunu launches a ball of ice and slows. Because Corki can just... Well, part of what Corki does is he just spams his ultimate. Yeah, you see he has a couple saved up, I believe. Yeah, there's a big one. And he's actually trading it off. Oops. Why is everyone moving slowly? Oh, because I'm at 0.1 speed. I'll jump back to life. Whoops. Okay. I wonder how that happened. Anyway, so technical difficulties with this. I'm still learning the layout of the slaughter. I still wish I could see more detailed. I wish I could see the in-game shop. I wish there was a way I could zoom out a little bit more. But such is life. I think as time progresses, we'll get better with progression. We'll get better with their really spectating. Ooh. I might die here. Nunu taking all the damage. Corki too low to do anything other than just bite from distance. Malphite's coming in to try and snipe Corki. He might actually get him. Oh, he could have escaped. He could have escaped, but he got scared by Zyra. Right in Malphite. Malphite's the one that window is not in his lane. See, I don't think they're progressing on here. It's still relatively even. No one's managed to take a turret. No team has managed to kill Dragon. Caitlyn trying to catch up in the creep. She's at 155 to Graves 148. That's exactly what she needs to out-creep him. Which would bring... it actually puts them about even in gold. So she's made up for his like gank. Ooh, with these 3 here. They do have enough to engage, I think. It really depends on positioning. That was a good Sana, tapping 2 of them. And Leona's doesn't do much. I think that pretty much means she's gonna die here. Especially with Nautilus's passive. Yeah, that immobilizer. Nautilus's passive. Nautilus basic attack deals 56 bonus physical damage and immobilizes his target for 0.75 seconds. And then they just, they cleaned up. They killed all 3 of them with some help with Zyra. And now they're gonna get a turret, which is gonna put them, give them a decent chunk of gold. Still only about 1k difference between the 2. Even with those 3 kills, it's not that big of a deal.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh. They have a Malphite clears up top 2. That's a little more than that, but still, it's not unrecoverable. Blue team, and especially with that pickup with that turret, it adds. It helps bring them, keep them back up to even. But that dragon, I think people underestimate the useful, just how powerful a dragon kill can be, and they often just leave it alone, especially in the early levels. Dragon is actually very useful and gives a strong boost to both the team. could either put you farther ahead or help bring you back, or help get you back into a game. Looks like Leona bought Oracle's elixir to help see those wards. I wish it would tell you how many wards Oracles has killed. Excuse me. It's just been a long day already, and I'm a little tired. Excuse the yawning. Well, actually, it appears that they're even on turrets. Looks like Linda already cleared them. Is it a little skirmish? Malphite coming out the better of it, but that's probably due to increased level and the fact that he has that shield. He went for an Abyssal Scepter. That useful, it helps him with his slow and his Ground Slam and his ultimate as well. Looks like Nautilus helping Graves get red. The red buff is actually pretty nice. It slows the targets down and gives them a burn. Not quite sure how much damage the burn does, but they more wish it for the slow. And here's another tower for purple going down.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Not much Graves and Nautilus could do about that. And they're right back into the game, only about 400 gold separating them, even though there's a 3 kill difference. So basically, it's just first blood, which Malphite got, which put them ahead right now. Oh no, it's been a very passive game. We're in the 22-minute mark, and only 16 kills have been brought out, and only 5 towers have been destroyed. So it's each team playing cautious, not trying to give the enemy an advantage. Though purple team, I would say, has come out better in team fights, but they're lacking in towers and creep. Yeah, because they're being beat out across the board in creep, which is the reason why blue team is still relatively low. Oh, and here's a nice gank, but unfortunately it doesn't work out. Zyra flashed away. Corki, sorry, rather jumped away. That's one of his abilities. I believe it's this one. Charge it to the location, and damage per second on left and 5 left along the line. And it's called Valkyrie. He maxed out pretty early. One of us is cooldown 8.4 seconds. That's useful. But purple team makes back the tower loss, and it's now they're about a K ahead again. Trying to increase that by killing off another tower and pick up a champion kill. At the end, they're wisely reading. Use ult. So annoying. It slows everything and does a lot of damage, but eventually goes down. So does the owner. For the price of Malphite, that's a very good engagement with purple. But they're cleaning up a little bit, and wow, Caitlyn just cleans up. See, that's why you'll usually target the ADC first, because left alone, Caitlyn and other ADCs can just cause massive damage. That was a 2 for 5 team swap right there. Sorry, 3 for 5 with Nunu, Leona, and Corki died. And they traded the entire team and cleared out another tower. And now that the scores are even, the creep from the good creep kill from that blue team had is put them ahead by 1.2k. And the extra tower also is just another extra boost to their overall team gold score. Leona planning a couple site wars around. He's been very active in the jungle. And then trying to pick up the Zyrax over here. They might get it, yes they do. And they will be able to retreat. Zyra's passive is an interesting one. Whenever she dies, she returns to a plant, and after 2 seconds she can fire a Vengeful Thorn, dealing 360 true damage to each enemy it hits. Makes her very useful mid, because if she does end up losing an engagement, she has the ability to still pick up that kill, pick up the kill by firing that Vengeful Thorn, because it's true damage, so no magic resist or armor will affect it. Will affect the damage. Leona picking up a little bit of extra gold for her sight wards. Sight wards or are those vision wards? It doesn't say. Wish it did. Make life easy. Why won't you tell me what that is? It's so annoying. Another little quirk of this spectation. Both teams are just jockeying for position, trying to get a good engage. Try to poke a little. Graves is late to the party. ADCs tend to be. Ooh, he might get caught. Blue team really wants to get Baron, but I don't think Purple will let them without a good engagement. They need to pick off 1 to 2 of their players before they do anything of the sort. Yeah, as you can see, they're not even trying to kill Baron. They're just waiting for them to engage. Ooh, oh, they all flash. That's a really good engagement. Leona just died, but it doesn't matter. They're not going after any of the important carries. They focus Malphite down. That was their mistake. They focused Malphite. They should have been going after Graves and Zyra. The squishies. Now they get aced and putting Purple team right back into the thick of things. And now they're gonna go Baron and there's nothing Purple can do about it. And look at that, all their lives and everyone else here is they're pretty much full. Only person who took any real damage was Malphite. Now the question is, are they going to wait long enough for Malphite to be up? It looks like he might be. Ooh, it's gonna be close. No, they don't. See, they could have waited 2 seconds to pick up for Malphite to come back up. Yeah, because he doesn't have the Baron buff anymore. So now they all wisely retreat to use the extra 300 gold they pick up from Baron. The lot good of Iron Solari. That's a nice little pickup by Nautilus. It gives a AoE shield depending on level, and then it also gives 20 magic resistance and 10 HP regen as an aura to the entire team, and then also gives to the owner 300 health, 20 armor, and 10% cooldown reduction. A very necessary team item to have. Leona also has it as well. Iron Solari Leona has the Locket of the Iron Solari. Caitlyn is just camping out over here in the brush, farming. Wonder if Dragon's up. Nope, didn't think so. But they were hoping. I'll give them that, they were hoping. looks like purple team is trying to press the advantage. And again, even though they're 3 kills ahead, the amount of gold difference is only about 500. Blue team is by no ways that far behind. This is still any person's game. Because that includes the fact that they received the Baron buff. They have 3 kills on them. They got that ace. And they're still only about 600, 500 gold ahead. It should be quite greater. And there's another, ooh, this is a bad engagement. Very bad engagement. Zyra dies as well. Look at that. They don't even kill anyone. And there was that vengeful spline I was telling you about that does 2 damage, doesn't really hit anyone. See, I'm telling you, if you leave the ADCs alive, they'll just clean house. She does manage to kill Leona. Leona's had some very questionable decision making. Like, there was no reason for her to be in that fight. In my opinion. She just was there to die.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
And now blue is just pushing their in, because now with that ace they jumped up to 2.6k lead, and they picked up another turret on them. Their creep is just so much better than that of the other team, and that's what's really saving them. All around they have about 600-700 creep for purple. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have about 900 creep for blue, and that's really what's been saving them. About 300 more creep kills. As you can see, even in most games, creep is often more important than actual team kills, player kills. I mean, player kills are a nice big chunk, but if you get enough creep, it can negate a early lead. And that's what happened with blue team. Even though they were behind in the overall kill, and they lost Dragon and Baron, the fact that they have so much more creep is what kept them into the game. And now that they actually have a lead, it really pushed them over the top. And now purple team has to really consider their next engagement, because if they have another poor engagement, that pretty much is it. And they even lost the inhibitor. So they always have to constantly worry about those super minions who do so much damage to turrets. And they take reduced damage to it, like 285 attack damage, compared to the normal 96 from the normal siege units. See, this team isn't fighting their ADC for the creep kills. They all have a large amount. Like Mundo had a lot of kills. Corki, Caitlyn. All in all, I think purple team is just being outplayed here. They have had several good engagements. They managed to win, managed to get Baron, but just with the normal mechanics of the game, blue team and getting creep, blue team has just been destroying. Look at this, Caitlyn almost has her entire field done already. But she also has 9 kills, so that helped a lot too. I'm not quite sure how that missed. Has been just out of range. They're just poking. While purple team is here they have these super minions just pushing their Nexus turrets, and when that happens, they have to peel off a couple people to deal with it, and all of a sudden they get a turret, and then now they're almost worked down another turret. Not to mention, Top is also pushing, and these creeps might actually kill Top. Everyone's worried about what's going on here. And considering the super minions that are here, they just destroy the regular minions. So, creep waves, reinforcement creep waves are behind. They pushed back the super creep. It was just long enough for the regular waves to come in, but still, that's quite a bit of damage done to the top tower. That top tower, and this one's already half done. A good engagement. Leonardo is trying, but those three traps right here, forcing ensnaring anyone who walks over them. And pardon the yawn. And they finally force him back long enough to kill the tower. And here's the big engagement, and I think this might be it. Leona dies. Malphite somehow survives. Well, they traded evenly. What was an even trade, but had a couple poor decisions from Malphite, and then ended up getting the kill. See, and then they had a good engagement, and they're right back in it, 22 to 22. But they're still 3K behind the overall goal, mainly due to the fact that they have 5 more turret kills than they do, but also the fact of how much creep. So now we're looking at 300 plus. Oh wow. See, math bad. 300, 4, 700, 800, 900. Yeah, about 900 creep. They're catching up. This is about 300 with them. Just 300, 4, 5. So it's all about 500-600 creeps still for purple. And yeah, they're 3K behind, and now Baron's back up. They are really liking those vision wards. And that's another thing too. If a support, let's say, gives vision to a ward, to an enemy ward, and another character like Nunu kills that ward, the support still gets some of that gold back from the ward because she gave vision to it. Oop. Someone ended up hitting Baron. Kind of funny. Again, here's another jockey for position trying to actually engage here. Mundo taking quite a bit of damage from Baron and Zyra. Those little things act like vision. That was cool. They're trying to keep purple team away, but I don't know. Leona might get caught. I wonder if the team will actually pick up Baron. No, they came in and smited and stole Baron. They smite steal. You don't really see those too often. And then now they're just cleaning house.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh, but they're losing stuff up top. A big creep push. Malphite is back, however, to clear up this minion wave. And their inhibitor here is alive, but there's still a big creep pull here. Malphite is going to have to clear this wave and then go top. Who said he was going where? Doesn't tell me. They can push down this turret, especially with Sona healing. No Graves! No Graves!
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now is when you back out. Some preliminary damage that turret. But blue team has nothing but the central inhibitor turrets, Nexus turrets, leaving them open for a back door to their inhibitors. Next time, I'll cast with more coffee. Always a good way to prevent from yawning. Gray's trying to get some extra farm in. Overall, this has been a very close game. Both teams proving that they can get an ace when they need to. Well, if blue team grouping up in mid, try to for that one final push.
Purple team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Purple team has to try to take advantage of the Baron. A few people have the Baron buff left. About 2/3 done. Now they've grouped up at mid, but again, those super minions up top are just gonna push that lane harder. They're eventually going to have to deal with these two. Believe this wave, even this wave has it. So there's 3 super minions they will have to deal with, and they're almost at their inhibitor. And they finally realizing it, and they're backing off to try and deal with that super minion waves. Lots of wards all around. I wonder if Nunu has a sight stone. Nope, he doesn't. That's very interesting. Spectre's Call. You regen life based on taking spell damage. 15 health regen for 5 seconds. Up to 10 seconds after taking damage from an enemy unit. 15 for 5 for 10 seconds. Sorry. Is there a cooldown on it? No. Not a lot of regen, but enough. I believe that builds into oh, I'm drawing a blank. I wonder if someone on their team has the item. See, this is what I wish I could go into the shop in a cast. I guess I'll just have to wait for Nuno to finish it. But I believe the enemy's building negates the first enemy spellcast. Ooh, this is dangerous.
Purple team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
They come in, snipe an inhibitor, forces them to retreat, while they then probably go to dragon. And then have a big creep wave behind it. Yep. They go to dragon. What is this? That's bubble. Banshee's Veil. That's what I was looking for. Banshee's Veil. Oh, purple team is actually ahead in the gold right now. They're just trying to clean up, trying to keep their inhibitors alive. While blue is just farming what they can, waiting for the push. I think they successfully ran out of Baron. Yeah, they outlasted the enemy team's Baron. So now they're on even footing and probably force an engagement. I mean, because even then, they're only about 1.3k behind. At this stage in the game, everyone will have more or less their build done. So yeah, Caitlyn has finished her build with Fervor. Allows her to gain extra movement speed while dealing damage with an attack. But it decays relatively quickly though, so you have to keep hitting in order to be able to chase. Corki, he has his build done to get rid of his Dorian's Ring or something. He's probably waiting for to have enough money to buy it straight up. Nunu, he has a spot for one more after he drops his ward, but he needs to be keeping it specifically for wards. Mundo has a lot of health, 4 points of MK, and that spirit specific is going to greatly help his ultimate. Here's just the big battle, but no, there's dropping position trying to get under the tower. Nunu's ult. Not Nunu. Dr. Mundo's ult. It takes 20% of his current health, but Dr. Mundo regenerates 60% of his maximum health over 12 seconds, and he gains extra movement speed. Ooh, Zyra's caught out of position, and she gets caught. That might spell the end. As they take out this inhibitor. And they're all gonna go for all 3 inhibitors, and there's not much Purple can do to stop them from this. It's a 4v5, they can't really engage, and they can't really stop them from killing them. They may go for a turret now, only in Central Nexus and Nexus turrets, but ooh, you're all didn't catch anyone, killed him with a creep though. And I think now they have to push back, but they've done a lot of damage to these turrets. They may not get it this time, but they definitely, well, they get one. That's actually rather big, and kind of worth this trade, but again, it's an 8, and it's not like they can just leave this, their Nexus, because all the super minions are going to be coming in. So yeah, so they buy themselves enough time to come back up, even though it'll take them about a minute to do so. They can't really just push. Because all of a sudden, these super minions are going to be working down their last turret. And with Leona, she could more or less defend against 2 people pushing a turret. And by the time they even get down there, it won't matter. They're gonna try and Baron that. I don't think that's a good position. Good idea. Do we have vision here? I don't think so. No, so they know Leona's there. And they do get Baron. Nice little chunk of gold to everyone.
Purple team's inhibitors respawning soon.
Now with Baron, that pretty much prevents the enemy team from just outright winning the game, because they would have come in, picked up Baron, and then pushed home. But with only 1 Nexus turret at less than half health, not quite sure what Purple can do. They're gonna have to try to get a very good engagement, ace them with all their inhibitors coming back up, so the creep don't push as hard, and then just push. Don't worry about the creeps. Just push down into these turrets and it's end the game. And then but look, Graves dying right here. They killed Corki. It's a 4v2. Finally, they killed Caitlyn. They killed Caitlyn. Yes, they do. That's exactly what they needed. That's exactly what they needed to do in order to try to win this game. But they have to try and kill. They won't be able to get him because of his ultimate. Gives him that extra movement speed and extra life regen. Now they just have to protect their inhibitors so they come up and kill all the super minions. And then they can try and push, but again, by the time that happens, they have to get 1 more team kill like that. Because they're really far ahead. they're 7k ahead, 8k ahead. It's just a matter of getting the engagement while protecting this last turret and protecting their inhibitors. Let's take a look at their team. Yeah, Nautilus isn't buying his last item, probably saving it for wards. Malphite has his build done. Nice little item right there. Reduces the attack speed of nearby enemies by 20%. Sana has pretty much her build set up. That's probably gonna go... I don't know what that will go into. Maybe at Mikhail's. I don't know, I don't really like Twin Shadows. It's nice. Slows two enemies. Gives you magic resistant movement speed, but I feel that there are other items. Someone on their team.
Team's inhibitors respawning soon.
Yeah, Nautilus got that. So I suppose it's okay for her too. Zyra's maxed out. Now she's just buying potions. Yeah, she bought the HP advantage. Get the HP. And she also bought the ability tolerance CDR. And Yukumli has 40% CDR as it is. Yeah, she does. So the CDR isn't helping her, it's just the actual, the boost and ability power. Their one inhibitor has respawned. All their inhibitors are back up. Now they just need a team fight. One good team fight. And purple team can push straight down. Nope. Someone has to peel off. Oh, they're all leaving. They're all leaving to kill us. Leaving this inhibitor open. I don't know about that. They got lucky if they didn't utilize their advantage. Zyra's low on life. Graves gets healed up by Sona, which she has a lot of ability power. 251. Let's take a look at what Zyra has. 715. Maybe not that much. I mean, they're both teams just jockeying for position, trying to get a favorable engagement. Graves taking a lot of damage. He may have to wait for Sona yet. I don't know if Sonic Hill will be enough. He might need to go back, but he has a decent amount of lifesteal. He might be able to just regen it off of creep. Yeah, there it goes. Both teams are just trying to find the engagement. Blue team desperately wants to try to snipe an inhibitor, but well, I guess they're saying that Baron's about to come back up. I think he respawns every 15 minutes or something. They're in an hour-long game. But I don't know about this. This gives them enough time to break out of their base. They may try and take advantage of the situation. But I think they're just going to play it safe because they don't know where the enemy team is, because they haven't been able to place wards out in the jungle. Definitely need coffee. This has been a rather interesting game to cast. I mean, there are not many 1 hour games you see. And it basically just comes down to, like, who wins the next team fight. Because these two towers will just melt with 3 or 4 champions on them and they just push right in. Though if possible they want to try to pick off these towers before that happens, but it'd just be hard to do that because they're just going to back out and clear the creep rays. Graves actually been able to pick up a lot of creep. Yeah, he even picked up an Oracles. I suppose why not at this point. That's a great benefit from having a little bit of magic damage benefits him, but TEO would definitely would be nice. Alright, 2 wards right there, Sana. You had to have seen them. Caitlyn was just trying to backdoor real quick, but ends up having to retreat. Both teams want Baron, but it's too much of a risk. Oh, blue team might be able to pick up Baron. So the ward does spot it. And they pick up Baron. Ooh. This might be it for them for this game, even though at this point everyone pretty much has their builds maxed out. So the gold doesn't matter so much. Yeah, Nunu just keeping that spot open for wards. Yeah, the gold doesn't matter anymore. It's all about placement, countering. Wow. Catching someone out of position, destroying the inhibitors. They managed just to keep a few more of their towers alive. This might be a completely different fight. But Corki's poke is pushing them back. How much damage? 216 extra area damage on this one. That's another inhibitor. This doesn't look good. They're forcing engagement they didn't want to take. Leona is just causing problems in their areas. But they managed to get a double kill. But they got those inhibitors. Triple kill. They managed to kill 3 of them, but still, Corki is alive. They lost 2 inhibitors. Maybe they could try and push that push and pick up a turret or 2. As long as Malphite protects their base. I don't believe. Oh, these turrets do regen life. I was wondering if they did or not. Apparently they do. They may try to pick up another turret. Graves is just working that turret down. I think he might get it. If they get it. They still have about 20 seconds to do something here. And that's actually a big pickup for them, getting that inhibitor. Now Malfoy doesn't have to worry about that lane, about center lane. They may try to kill this turret too, which would also be a nice pickup. But with the entire team up again, they're just gonna back out. Graves picks up their red, I believe. Guess not. Oh, there it is. I guess he did pick it up. I don't know where the buff is. I guess there's too many buffs to show. Yep, there is a lizard buff. Blue team wants to kill this inhibitor, but I don't know if they'll be able to get it. They lost a lot of their Baron buff in that last fight. I mean, everyone's just picking up oracles and all the power potions. Another jockey position trying to kill this inhibitor. Their ults more or less are up. I wish they told me if their ults are up, like they do in game. In game, there's actually a little green button that appears next to champion's name if they have their ult. So you don't have to ask if they had that here. But I guess you could just look. Yeah, I guess they can see it. They're almost done. They're not done yet. Probably it's gonna save them. Oops. And this is the team fight Purple needed. Oh, their base is being overrun. And it ended up not being that good for them. 2 for 1, but the rest of them are rather low. Might try to get that inhibitor. The Nexus turret. I don't think they will be able to kill the turret. No, they can't kill it, and ends up evening out the score. About the trade. And they do kill Mundo. And they won't be able to catch Corki. But they did lose the turret, and that was a big thing right there. Oh, not turret, inhibitor. They managed to save the turret. And it's going to begin its slow march back to full life. But they're going to pick up their inhibitor, and this one is going to come back soon too as well. He sold his Warmogs to pick up a Trinity Force.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Now let's begin another junction position. They're gonna have a little bit of time when they'll be able to push mid a little bit because of their super minions. Oh, she caught him. And they got her. And they got him. That's a big pickup. Losing Corki. They can now put. Ooh, but they have to come back to deal with these super minions. Graves should do that, but there's super minions up here too. They have to deal with. Ooh, they can't lose that turret. They can't lose that turret. They're gonna lose the turret. They've lost the turret. Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. If Purple can hold, they can end the game with their next push. Losing that turret, such a bad thing, but they still got 40 seconds to take advantage of Corki being caught out of position. They take this engagement favorably, but I don't think it will, because Graves being all the way back, having to defend. Ooh. But they lose Caitlyn and Nunu. Why are they backing out? Why are they backing out? They had the advantage. I suppose they want to pick up Baron before they can, but they might get Baron. They're gonna lose their central inhibitor. Yeah, they lost their center inhibitor. They got Baron, but they lost their inhibitor. I don't know if that was a good trade for them. Especially because now that they don't have any turrets defending their Nexus. Why does he need assistance with Red at this point? Probably just to make sure they stay safe, but... At this point, the only real farm is to try to keep your stacks up on your Bloodthirsters. And to get gold for your potions, but they should already have all the potions they need. Or the money they need for their potions. Both teams playing very fast because they know one team fight can end the game. They just have to wait for their inhibitors to come back up. Nidu finally filling that last spot with an Abyssal. A good pickup for their team. Believe it gives... yeah, magic resist to nearby allies. Zyra probably can get rid of this at this stage in the game and go for a little more attack damage, like I forget his name, the Deathfire Grasp with how much ability power she has. That'd easily give her an extra 40 ability power, and then it'll be bonus with that too. Here's another fight where both sides are just trying to jockey for position. While Blue wants to kill off another inhibitor. They're just going to try and Purple is just trying to protect, and the longer they protect, the more of a waste the Baron buff is. The Exalted Baron Nashor buff. Blessing of the Elder Lizard. Lizard Elder. Elder Lizard sounds better than Lizard Elder. Who's with me on that? I was not expecting an hour-long game here. Everyone has to start feeling tired of this. Yeah, this is the last 30-40 minutes of this have just been pure excitement with small breaks and just more excitement, more adrenaline. It's just stress as we're getting to each one. They don't want to lose this game, but at the same time, someone's going to have to. But they say that they're just going to go for it, because how long are people going to be here for? I don't know how... I may have to end up breaking this into 2 videos. There they go again. A good ulti Sona. So much going on. Nautilus might die. Nobody manages to barely survive. Caitlyn tries to ult, but gets intercepted. No one ends up dying. Everyone's so low. Zona Hourglass saves her, sort of, but that was a good pickup. That was a good pickup by Blue. Now they just need to go back, heal up, and push and that should end the game. Because all it takes is one person being caught. Zephyr. CC reduction. I don't know. That might be a good choice, but at the same time, I wouldn't really say so. She doesn't need a cooldown. Movement speed's good, I suppose, but attack speed's nice, but doesn't give that much attack damage. And at this point, if you get caught with a stun, it's not gonna matter if you have an action or not. Oh, that is game. That's game right there. Even with Zyra up, but there was no reason for them to be where they were. And there it is. That's game. I hope everyone enjoyed this cast, and I'll see you all next time. And let's take a look at that 112,000 gold to 101,000 gold. Very few games get up that high. And I hope to see you all next time, and goodbye.